And at this point in the year, I cannot get rid of any of my guns in the state of California unless I destroy them per the ATF requirements, or give them up at a gun buyback, or give them to the police. Before we get going though, I do want to give a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's video. It is Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory has been a big supporter of me and this channel for a long time. They were my first sponsor, first company to send me a firearm. They do a whole lot when it comes to the state of California. If you're interested in AR pistols, they were the first to get 3 different AR pistols on the state's handgun roster, a feat which at the time seemed impossible, and now we are finally seeing more people follow suit. If you want to support Franklin Armory, I would highly recommend you check them out. If you live outside of the state of California, they do a lot of cool stuff that we can't get legally. So I wanted to do a quick video, or a series of videos, talking about California gun laws and explaining why they do or don't make sense. So today's going to be the first one. This was inspired by a conversation that I had with Gun Thoughts, and then a thread that I posted on Twitter talking about California's laws around how many guns in a year you as a private citizen can sell or get rid of in the state of California, and why it doesn't necessarily make sense. So if you have people in your life that maybe think gun laws work, or that they're good, or that they do actually make sense in the way that they're written, this series is going to be a great resource to you to show people why they don't make sense. Today, we're going to be specifically talking about the limit on the amount of firearms you as a private individual can sell in the state of California. So let's say you're like me, you live in the state of California and you have a wide variety of firearms, you have a lot of firearms, and for whatever reason, you as an individual want to sell your guns, or transfer your guns, or give your guns to someone else in the state of California. Whether it's for things like you just no longer want these guns, they're collector items that no longer mean anything to you, whether or not you no longer have the use for that tool, whether or not you no longer have the use for that range toy. We're going to be talking about all of that. Now, there's many reasons to sell guns. Obviously, a lot of people on the internet will say, no sell, only buy. I am just simply talking about the people who have decided they have to or want to sell their firearms in the state of California. So if you as an individual in the state of California want to sell firearms, you are limited to how many you can sell in a given calendar year, meaning from January 1st through December 31st of one calendar year. You can sell guns or transfer guns, including intrafamilial transfers, consignment sales at a gun store. You can only do that 5 times for a total of 50 guns, meaning that in order to stay legal, you can sell 1 gun to 4 people, and then to a 5th person, you can sell up to 46 guns legally. Then, if you wanted to perhaps sell a gun to a 6th person, you would have to be a federally licensed firearms dealer in the state of California. So, you as an individual can sell guns 5 times, or transfer guns 5 times in the state of California for a total of 50 guns, meaning that on December 31st of any given year, you can sell 46 guns to 1 guy or girl or whatever else, and 4 guns to another person, 4 guns to 4 other people, for a total of 5 transactions of up to 50 guns. Then on January 1st of the next year, you can do that all over again for a total of 100 guns sold over the course of a 2-day period of time. However, if you wanted to sell 6 guns to 6 people total, 6 total guns to 6 people, you would be breaking the law. You can only, and I can only, and at this point in the year, I cannot get rid of any of my guns in the state of California unless I destroy them per the ATF requirements, or give them up at a gun buyback, or give them to the police. If you want to sell 6 guns in the state of California to 6 individual people, you cannot do that. But it is legal to sell 50 guns to 1 person, or sell to 5 people for a total of 50 guns. And you can do that December 31st and January 1st for a total of 100 guns. But if you want to sell 1 gun to 6 different people, you could not do that. Now, let's say, for example, you have a buddy in the state of California who wants to go hunting but doesn't have the right gun for it. Let's say they have a CCW. They have a certificate of eligibility with the state of California. They have an FFL 03, which is a license to be a curio and relic collector in the state of California. Let's say they have a hunting license. Doesn't matter. You, in order to give them that gun and loan it to them, if you're not going to be directly there breathing over their neck while they're hunting, you would have to go to a gun store, do a 10-day wait with them, where after that 10 days they can go back to the gun store and pick up that gun and do that transfer. That's one of your transfers. If you wanted to give your firearm to a direct family member, let's say a parent, grandparent, kid, grandkid, or a spouse, you can do that for a total of 30 days, a maximum total of 30 days, and it must be done infrequently. That's all the state says. That's all the state says. But if you want to actually give it to them permanently, let's say you want to give your parent a gun and it's going to be theirs, you would have to fill out an intrafamilial transfer form with the state of California. That counts as one of your transactions. If they want to give it back to you, that counts as one of their transactions. I can buy in the state of California any number of firearms. Now, certain firearms are limited to the amount that you can buy per 30 days, but let's say I have 51 guns and I suddenly have cancer and I want to get rid of them to someone in the state of California to pay for whatever it is. I could not do that. I could sell 50 guns, again, to a total of 5 people for a maximum total of 50 guns total sold in a calendar year. Does this law make sense? Who is this law protecting? Who is this law intending to protect? Well, you're gonna have a hard time answering that question because these are the means that they have given us to legally get rid of a firearm and give it to someone else legally. There is a secret third option that someone could partake. And now, I'm not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, none of this has been legal advice, but right now, if I wanted to give one of my guns, since I have sold 5 guns, 1 gun to 5 people, I actually can't do that until next year. The only other option I would have if I wanted to actually sell it to a person in the state of California, which I won't be doing, is I could report my guns stolen and then go take them under an underpass or to a shady dark alley in San Francisco, Oakland, you know. But that's not legal to do so. The state has given me no legal option for me to get rid of my firearms without just cutting them up per ATF requirements or giving them up at a gun buyback for $50. That doesn't seem right. These laws are not written in a way, and they were never originated in a way to be meant to protect people. These laws are not based in reality. These laws are not designed, intended, and do not successfully keep anyone safe. Because if I wanted to do bad stuff, if I was a bad person, if I had ill intent, all I would have to do is report all of my guns as stolen and then get rid of them on the black market. Now, I'm not going to be doing that because all of my guns are registered in my name, and if they turned up at the scene of a crime, they're going to know that I had them at one point. And if all these guns start turning up to a scene of a crime, and generally the people that are willing to buy guns illegally are up to no good, that'd be bad on me. So the state of California has not given me an option to get rid of my guns, even if I wanted to. Now, I go through a lot of firearms. I buy a lot of guns because they're fun. I have some guns that are tools for defensive purposes. I have some guns that are hunting tools. Maybe I no longer hunt that type of animal. Maybe I no longer find that enjoyment in some of the guns that are just novelty items. Maybe I want to get rid of them. I actually can't. I cannot get rid of any more guns this year. If you found this video informative at all, I would really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be doing more of these in the future, discussing and breaking down some of the gun laws, because chances are, if you live in the state of California, you know someone who might think that gun laws are good and that they do help people. This is going to be a series that will educate people about what these laws actually do, whether or not they actually provide any help to anyone, because really, if I can sell legally 50 guns in the state of California, how is that any less dangerous than me selling 51 guns? How is that less dangerous to the world for me legally wanting to sell 6 guns? 1 gun to 6 people. Does that make sense to you? Let me know down below. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace. Before we really dive into the video though, big thank you to everyone that likes, comments, subscribes, all that stuff. Use any of the links down in the description below if you want to pick up some pre-workout, if you want to get your blood work done, if you want to get some body armor, coffee, whatever it is, links in the description, helps out the channel. Thank you.